Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another speed build. So it's been a while, but I finally got some inspiration with the help of some people on Facebook to do another build. And it's a beach house, which seems kind of fitting this time of year, really. It's getting really warm out here. Of course, this isn't the case if you live in like the southern hemisphere, but for most people, summertime sounds about right, I think. And yeah, it was a fun build. I had another build here before, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. And they said that they done a build on like a beach house build on stilts. And I was like, this could be fun. So here we are. Basically, it's a fairly small build in the terms of the house itself. And as you can see, it's a really simple shape as well. But I really liked it, and I like the color, like the greenish tone in the wooden whatever, and just the bright orange wood that we have in here as well. And it's quite nice. And I think I want to do another one at some point soon because they're fun to do. So I tried very much to just not let my modern self take over and keep it kind of beach feel, very fairly simple. Like it's not like a very sturdy build like you see in a lot of modern buildings. Just something that looks like it's been there for a while. Although it's probably had a paint job because there's no way colors would be this bright, a certain time into the future after you've built this. But yeah, I just kind of like the idea of the bright colors and just not making it look too modern. And just trying to make the landscaping here fit in with the surroundings a little bit, but I did want the palm trees because it just fit too well not to. And as you can see, I had a pretty clear idea of what I was doing because I did kind of a test, which I like doing if I'm doing especially a smaller build. Doing layouts isn't my strongest point, so I figured, let's make sure that I can make this work before I actually start building and recording. So it's a fairly modern kitchen. I didn't want it to look too old, but at the same time, I don't know, it still kind of fits. It's just a small part of the house, really. And the dining room area over here with a definitely old looking table, I guess. And these chairs from the City Living pack, which I really like the pattern of that's on them. I don't think I've noticed that one before, but I saw it and I was like, you know what, I really like that. And for a change, just using a small, really old looking, crappy TV, because I felt like if you have a house like this, you don't need a big fancy TV. You're living on the beach with the ocean right there and everything. Nah, you don't need a big TV. And just messing around here with the style. As you can see, it's kind of a mixture of like something really comfy and not fancy, and just something that looks kind of modern. I really like these chairs that came with the bowling pack. I use them probably too much, but I do just really like them. But yeah, I'm just messing around with the style of it and colors and stuff. You'll see that I'll add different colors and I'll change some of the wall paint at some point in the future. I don't know. I liked it. It has a very comfy feel to it, which is exactly what I was going for. But yeah, you can see here, as soon as I start putting in decorations, I go, you know what, we need more color in this. I kind of went in with the idea of making like almost a pastel house, something like a rainbow-like thing, or a unicorn, or whatever it is that people decide to liken things to these days. But it just didn't end up that way, I guess. But you'll see that there's definitely plenty of colors in here, and it does work pretty well in the end. You don't see it in the video. I end up changing those two lights in the corner, just dimming them a bit in live mode because they were way too bright at this point. And that worked really well. And just trying to figure out what I can put here on the table. And I needed to put something against the wall there, I think. And I didn't know for the longest time what to put there. And then I realized we need a bookshelf, but most of the bookshelves just didn't quite fit. And then I remembered this base game bookshelf, which is a lot of fun, and I never use it anymore. And I don't know why, because it works really well, especially in this particular place where I put it now. And I just put a mirror above it, and it completely finished the living area. And then just putting some small decorations here in the kitchen because I figured it needed something still. Changing the curtains to green because it was all too matchy. Um, Combining the blue curtains with the blue that we have in the carpet, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. But yeah, as I said, changing some of the wall paint here, and this is, I think, where you also get to see the more comfy, just, I don't know, it made it feel more lived in and more beach house-like for some reason. I don't know why, it just did. And again, doing the same thing here in the bedroom. The one bedroom that was in this house. Just trying to mess around with some different colors. I did like the bright pink carpet, or whatever color it is exactly, I don't know. But it was too dark for my liking. I wanted things to be sort of lighter over here, so I changed that. But again, just a dresser and a mirror next to it in a little bit. I'm messing around with some different colors. I don't quite remember what I think I ended up going with a fairly neutral color scheme actually in the bedroom. I just remembered. So yeah, just the blue, and then we had some yellow accents in there because I like the yellow. I don't know why. It's those chairs I think that came with the bowling pack that I really like, and the yellow is just a nice yellow. So we have a chair and a plant over there in the corner because it needed something there. And except for that, I left the bedroom kind of empty because it's just a bedroom. Let's not make it anything too fancy. It's just a one bedroom home, so I don't assume that someone would spend too much time in it. I actually imagine that you would spend a lot of time outside if you have this house, although the inside might be nice every once in a while as well. And yeah, just a fairly simple bathroom. Trying to figure out some different things here to do with the sink, but it wasn't working too well. So I just ended up putting two of these things next to each other with a kind of rustic looking mirror above it. Didn't change the light, just kept the simple spotlight in there because it works, I think, for bathrooms. I don't know why, I just tend to like them for bathrooms. And then just finishing off the landscaping outside before I do the actual furnishing outside. Again, just making it look like it kind of fits in, but kind of doesn't. It does look a bit more topical than the rest of the Windenburg area we have here. But I tried to not make it look too tropical because it just wouldn't fit. And I remember to put in a mailbox and a bin, so that's good. And I remembered that I wanted to put in some of these fairy lights. They don't fit perfectly, but they just make it look more fun in a way. And then just putting some lights over there, kind of also like fairy lights, but not quite, because there's just no proper fairy lights that you can put on walls or something. So I had to just make do with what we have in the game. And then just out here we keep fairly simple. There's a barbecue with a table, some seats, and some decorative plants, lights. I think I end up putting in a end table with some of the backyard stuff pack items on there, which I think is good. I do quite like that pack just for decorating outside, and it worked very well for this build, I think. Just the colors and everything. It worked. I don't know why. I just did. So yeah, just messing around with some different activities and stuff that we could put out here as well. So we have the wind gong things. I think that's what they're called. I'm not quite sure. That's like a very Dutch translation of it. I don't know if that's right, but that's what we call it. And yeah, just putting in a light here with the door, and I think that will be it. Yep, so here we are in the screenshots. As always, if you want to download this, there will be a link down in the description that takes you to the gallery so that you can download it. Have your Sims live in it. I don't know, just put it in there for the sake of looks, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. So if you have any suggestions, let me know that in the comments, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys!